Okay, so getting things appearing and disappearing. I've got some content. You've got some content in your Photoshop files. A simple one first. So if you've got everything in your document for your animation, you can then use the timeline window. If you can't see it, you click on window and there is timeline. But I'm going to switch it to frame animation. It makes more sense to me. If you want to try the video, you can do, but I'm going to go with frame. So just like I showed you before with the movement, I'm going to have one version of the frame where I've got this red shape there, and another version of this frame where I have the red shape, so I need my layers. Everything is very, very condensed over here. Where I have my shape that is transparent. The opacity is down. So if I play it, it's going to flash. That's a bit much, isn't it? Because there's zero delay. So you might want something to be on and then off. If that's the case, you can click on the first, hold shift, click on the last, and set your delay to be something like 1 second. So now when I play it, it's on, it goes off, it's on, it goes off. You can do that. Alright? But I'm going to select it all, set that back to have no delay. So if I want something, maybe you want glowing eyes or some flickering flames or who knows what. I've got these two frames selected and I'm going to click back on this Tween button here, which is the little squares. And I'm going to tell it, Tween, yeah, let's go 10 steps again. And it's looking at all these things, where it is, how transparent it is, any effects. So I'm going to stick with that. So now when I play it, it should fade away. And what you could do is, at this point, then you make another new frame, and at this point, your ellipse, you put the opacity back up to 100%, and between these two, so from none, hold shift, click the last one, do another tween, and you're going to add another 10. So this should now pulse, it should go on and off just by using opacity. Okay? So I'm just going to undo all of that. Back down to there. So we've just got these two things. In fact, let's drag that down. Get rid of the opacity change. I'm going to do something else. So we're back to where we were. We've still got the circle, but we've got something else. We've got some text. You can make the text appear and disappear in the same way by having the opacity 100%, 0, or somewhere in between, and you can tween. Another thing you might want to do is you can cover it up to have it slowly revealing itself. So I'm going to draw a rectangle and put it over the top of all of that. I want it on top. So I'm going to change the layers. I got myself a little confused then. It's going on the top. I'm going to set the fill to be white. So now it looks like there's nothing there, but I've just hidden it with this. In this frame, I'm now going to move my rectangle. I'm holding shift to keep it in line, and I'll take it off. It's actually chopping the top of the skeleton's head. So whether I need to move my skeleton up to the top. So from there it's covered, from there it's uncovered. And again, I can tween between those, click, 10 steps, maybe more, let's go 25 steps. And when I play it, it should slowly reveal the text. Something like that. Okay? So you can have things moving by having them in a different position depending on which frame they're in. You can have stuff appearing and disappearing in two different ways. You can either set the opacity higher, lower, or you can cover them up with something. It's up to you. Alright, lots of different effects there, lots of different things for you to try.